Hello, sir.
Hi. How do you do?
How are you, sir?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good.
Okay. I would like to ask you a few questions about the club. To start us off, what's the name of the club?
St Andrews FC.
Okay, so what's your position at this club?
I'm the head coach. I have an assistant coach, James Njomo, who assists me. And then there's a committee of people, all of whom are workers here in the school campus, who are working behind the scenes.
Okay. So where would you say the club's strong points are on the pitch? Where are they strongest?
On the pitch, we tend to be a team that's quite well organised. We don't usually concede many goals. I think the first 4 or 5 games of this season we only conceded 1 goal from open play. We like to try to play football, so we play the ball from the back and try to play attractive football. Areas for improvement, we probably should score more goals than we do, although in the last 2 league games we've managed to score 7 goals, so that's obviously a big improvement in that area. Yeah, it's a very, very young team. All of the players are aged 22 and under, and many of them are in their late teens. So to be competing at the level that we're at with such a young team is quite pleasing.
Okay, so what level is the club currently at?
Well, the wrong level is the answer to that. Last season we were in the 3rd tier of Kenyan national football and came in the top 6 of our division, which should have been enough for us to qualify for what's now called National Division 1. However, for reasons that surpass all understanding, we've not been invited into that league, even though teams that finished 8th, 9th and 15th in our division are in that league, and even teams who were playing low-level district football are in that league. We've been passed over. I've tried to challenge it through the media, by writing to FKF, who organised the football here, by writing to FIFA, with the help of a lawyer, Mr. Mamicha, whose son attends the school. But so far we haven't managed to achieve justice for ourselves. We should be in the level just below Kenyan Premier League, and we should be able to challenge at that level. Teams that we were competing with last year, like Tim Sales, are doing very well in that new league. We are unfortunately started our season in the division below.
Okay, so do you think the team will get promoted this season?
Well, the ironic thing is that actually there's very little difference in quality between the 2 leagues. There are very good sides in our current league. We played against St Joseph's in Nakuru the other day. They're a very good side. So it'll be a tough battle for us. So far we've only lost 1 game, and that was by a penalty to 0. We feel that we can do very well in this league, but I think FKF, if any justice is to be done, should be promoting us regardless of where we finish. But we'll try to take matters into our own hands and make sure we finish in the top 2.
Okay. I have a question about the players.
Yeah.
What do they do when they're not playing football?
Well, we try to get them working around the campus if at all possible. Mr. Kasato, who's the chairman of the club, organises that for us. We try to use some of them down here to improve our football pitch. And it's a struggle. The club can't afford to pay the players very much. We pay them a little for their training. They train every night of the week and play 2 games each weekend. And we pay them a little if we manage to win a game as a win bonus. But it's very expensive business for the club. To run the club properly and pay these young lads as they should be, we would need a budget of around 1.5 million shillings. We really struggle this season to find anything like that kind of money. These boys are on the breadline. As I say, we pay them 50 bob per training session and 100 bob for a game won. For some of them that's their only income during the week, so they're living on work out 350 bob a week, which isn't really enough to cover 2 meals a week, never mind 7. But it's all that we can afford. I wish we could do more for them.
It is a pity, isn't it?
Yeah, they sleep here in the what we call the old bakery here, So there's, I think, in the end 2 rooms where the chimney is, there's about 10 players who sleep in those 2 rooms. So their accommodation is free, but it's not very comfortable, not even particularly hygienic. They all dream of playing football at the top level, at KPL. If we ever get to that level, that will transform these boys' lives, and they'll be paid proper money, and will transform their lives and their families' lives. But in the meantime, we've just got to fight to get as far as we can. And any money that comes into the club, it all goes their way, either through transporting to them to games, or to paying their wages.
And one more question is, right now, do you get many days when the training is called off?
Yeah, we do at this time of year, because we train, because the boys, we do try to get them work during the day. We train about 5ish, which is of course when it rains at the moment. But we had a good pre-season, a good 5-6 weeks of pre-season, so the boys are fit and they're playing good football at the moment. So I'm not really that worried. We're going away to Nakuru tomorrow, and I'll be expecting them to win and win comfortably. We'll see. In Kenya, it slightly depends on the refereeing sometimes. But to be honest, we should be good enough to beat these teams, even if the referee is slightly against us. So 3 points tomorrow, I hope.
Good luck for the game tomorrow then.
Thanks very much, Patrick.